Oh, what the hell? What is going on with you? Welcome back, everybody, to the channel. Appreciate you guys coming back. Appreciate you guys sticking around. And appreciate all the new subscribers we have had. We've kind of been slacking on the videos. If you guys don't know, well, you probably do, it's been football season. I coach my son's football team, so it kind of gets a little hectic. Practice all week and then games on the weekends to try to find some content to film. But anyway, football season's over. And we are back at it. You guys probably already know I am a fan of the Harbor Freight Predator generator, specifically the 3500. It's been with me pretty much all over the state of Florida. I've had it run for several days at a time. Can't really say that it's been trouble-free, but for the price and the power output, hands down, I suggest it to everybody. Most of the people I go camping with, and overlanding with, and off-roading with, and whatever with you, they have made the conversion to the Predator. But, as you can see from the first part of the clip, I have another problem. I've noticed that this thing has been leaking some sorts of oil. I don't even know where it's from. It's just sat here. I haven't ran it in a while. I have run it before. Every now and then I'll start it up like you're supposed to. I let it run for 20, 30 minutes. Usually I put a load to it too to really get some of that fuel flowing through that carburetor. But it hasn't ran probably in a month, at least a good month. And for some reason, there is like an oil slick on my garage. So I do need to change the oil anyway. So I got this at, I think, Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a little siphon pump. It's good for fuel and oil. So I am going to attempt to use this to see how I like it. Doing an oil change on the Predator is you have to tilt it if you don't have one of these, and I don't even really know if it's going to work, but hey, it wasn't too expensive, so I figured I'd give it a try. But while I'm at it, I guess it's time to find where the hell this oil's coming from. So let me get a screwdriver and start tearing this piece of crap down. All right, well, I just took off the hose that connects the valve cover to the air box. Usually, I know some of you are probably mechanics out there and are probably going to correct me, but that's okay. I take criticism pretty well. I always think it's a learning experience, but I believe in most cars there's like a PCV valve that goes in between there to only allow like one-way travel of Probably, well, usually that might be a crankcase situation, but ventilation, this isn't really going to the crankcase, but there is oil from here, and even on the bottom of the air box, it's actually dripping. You can see that. That's actually the clip on the bottom of the air box. So oil is getting into the air box, it looks like, and accumulating on the bottom and then dripping out the bottom. I don't really know why that would be if it's turned off. It shouldn't be like that, but I don't really see anything leaking from the top of the motor. I know a lot of people eliminate this carbon filter, but I don't really want to delete stuff. I'm not really big of a fan of that. For some reason, with my luck, I always seem to create more problems doing that than I solve. But you know, you can see on the bottom, some of it, there's wet, but that's like the oil drain. Doesn't really look like, that's pretty on there tight. It might all be coming from that air box, which I don't know why it would be filling up like that, but let me dig a little bit further. Yeah, this thing is caked. Right on the bottom, you can see that is all oil on the air filter. I don't know what the hell is causing that. Let's keep going. All right, so still don't really know what's going on, but looking on YouTube, a couple other YouTubers with this that talk about these predators. I know I've seen several talk about issues surrounding the carbon filter. I don't know. They swear that that's a cause of many problems. I just really don't know. I mean, my expertise is not there for that. I'm sure some of you on the that are watching could better explain that. If it is true or if it isn't true, might be just some pseudoscience there. I don't know. It might just be for carb emissions in California. I'm not too sure, but it didn't seem clogged. I know some people talk about them getting clogged up. So I don't know if this is really going to do anything. Yeah, I'm at a loss, guys. I did a little oil change. I removed the carb filter in hopes to prevent oil building up in the intake manifold or the intake box, the air box. I just don't know why that's going on. I mean, the only time I could really see of why oil is getting in there is that there's too much oil getting up into the valve cover and it's translating in here and just accumulating down there and then eventually dripping down. I don't really see the carbs clean. It's not like I don't know how it would kind of backfeed through the carb. I don't even know if that's even possible. But this is the only way I could see it getting in there. I am using 5W30. I know it calls for 10W30, but 5W30 is all I had, and I didn't feel like going to buy more. Since you have to do oil changes on these things so frequently, it's pretty much every time you use it, you got to do an oil change on it to maintain it and to make sure it's running good. So I just threw in what I had. It's not that big of a difference. It's a little lighter, but I don't really see that being a problem unless I overfilled the oil, since these things have like that oil cutoff, the low oil cutoff. Excuse me. I tend to make sure it has oil because I don't want to get to a campsite in the middle of nowhere primitively and not have any power, especially down here in South Florida. You definitely need that power for the AC. So with a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old, if they're miserable, guess what? You're miserable. So, guys, I don't know. This is kind of trial by error. I try to go on YouTube, find anyone else talking about this issue. I found 0 videos on it. So I guess this is going to be the first one, and I'm going to let it run, use it a couple times, and see if that fixed the issue somehow, or if I'm still having the issue, I might have to reach out to some people I know. So yeah, that's where we are now. Let me button it up. Well, that is that. We'll give it a go. I'll do a follow-up video, let you guys know if it fixed the issue or not. Like I said, I didn't find any other videos on it, so this is going to be a shot in the dark. If it doesn't fix it, I might have to reach out to Harbor Freight themselves or Generator Upgrade Supply. That's the website who gave me all my upgrades for it. So see if they've ran across an issue or heard of an issue about that. But anyway, the siphon pump for oil changes, it worked. I don't know if it made it easier or not. It kind of ended up getting a little messy pulling the hoses out. It's probably just easier just to do it the normal way. I do like it. It does work. Might figure out some other ways to use it, but I don't know if I'd do it on as an oil change or trying to make oil changes easier, because they are fairly easy. I was just looking for a different way to do it. But we do have some changes. We have made some upgrades. I'm still trying to learn how to use it. Kind of jumped in with 2 feet. We purchased more editing video, so the video should be a little bit better. The edits should be a little bit better, a little bit more professional. Got a few new cameras, and we also started a podcast, which is separate from Beast Family Adventures. It's called The Normal Couple. Probably a little play on words because we're pretty much anything but normal. But it's just a podcast that we talk about me and Mara's relationship and raising kids, and might include some of the Jeep and stuff, but kind of built on the relationship aspect. So if you guys are interested, I know sometimes with podcasts, people just listen to it for hours upon hours. Our first one was about an hour. We'll try to keep it about an hour, just talking about stuff. So the first one is posted. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It's on all that. So you can go check it out and subscribe to it. We appreciate it. And we'll also include some of podcasting style into Beast Family Adventures. I'm trying to separate some videos because I know sometimes I talk too much. So we will start separating that, give you a little bit of action for people that like action. And if you really want to hear our experience and listen to us on stuff that we came across during a trail off-roading event, what have you, we'll make a separate video for that. So Yeah, we're really excited. We are investing into our channel, so hopefully you guys like it. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button. Really helps us out. Over the past couple months, we've been seeing people still subscribing, even though we're not posting videos. So we really appreciate it. We really appreciate you guys, and we'll definitely see you out on the trail.